Basically, I'm saying either way, we about to slide. Helping people. I am blessed and highly flavored. Flavor! Favored. Both. I am blessed and highly. I know. Text message. I am blessed and highly flavored and favored by the Most High, God Jehovah, Jireh, Jehovah, the all in all, the omnipotent one. I am blessed and highly flavored and favored. I got mad favor. I got mad flavor. All right, now what brought me here is I am so glad I am not angry anymore or hurt or whatever that was. But I came to share with you how I was at a hotel and there was three guys that I heard one of them on the phone talking like he was frustrated about his paycheck. How I heard him on the phone saying, I'm out here like him and his husband or whatever, his lover. They're out there and he needed his paycheck so he can pay and stay for however long they needed to stay. Well, I watched them as they were out there like the night before and then the whole day, like until like 3 p.m. So I went to the office to inquire because it was three of them and they were right next to my room and I didn't like the feeling. I didn't like the feeling. I was not afraid, but I just didn't like the feeling and I took pity as well when I heard the one guy on the phone frustrated about not being able to get his paycheck. And I know the feeling. I know all too well about that frustration when you've worked so hard. First, you got to fight like hell to get the job. Then you get the job, you work your ass off. Then after you work your ass off, you wait for holy ever just to get the pay. And then when it's time for you to get the pay, you have to fight again just to get your paycheck. I know the feeling. So anyways, to make a long story short, I I decided I would pay for one more night. I would pay because like I have a little way where I can get the room at least 20 to $25 less, and I was like, yeah, I'll pay for one more night for them. Okay, I ended up paying for 2 nights for them. I paid for 2 nights, so they stayed the 2 nights. Then one of the guy called me on the room number because they don't have my number, but I was stepping out, and as I was stepping out the phone rang, and when I answered the phone it was the guy saying, oh please ma'am, it's Friday, today's Friday, and I'm gonna get my paycheck today by noon. However, I need, if you can, please pay for one more night. And I said, no, I'm sorry, I can't. I have other obligations that, I have to finance and fund. I can't, I'm sorry. But then I gave him some good tips on how he can possibly have the people in the office to pity him until noon, until he get his paycheck, and he could probably pay around 3 p.m. or so. I don't know, but I even gave him my counsel. I had already paid for 2 nights, not one, but 2 nights, to show you how ungrateful people are in this world. So then later on in the day, maybe about 3 p.m., 3:30, almost 4, I am at the gas station trying to get some coffee. Yeah, I got my coffee right here. And he was standing in there, looking all clean, and I guess he got his paycheck. He went and got a haircut. I don't know, but he cleaned up pretty good. Him and his buddy was there, and he saw me and pretended as if he didn't see me. And I just, Me, I don't care. Whatever. My kindness and what I do in life for people, it has nothing to do with me or them. It has nothing to do with me or them. That same guy, I'm gonna call his name is no, okay, let me not call his name. But he said to me the day that I financed their 2 more nights in the room, he came close to me and he said, "How did you get here without your wings? How did you get here without your wings?" And I just smiled and I told him, "Well, we can talk about that later. Right now, let's just get you at least another night or two. Let's just work on that." So they got it. Now the 2 days passed. He asked me to pay for another night and I couldn't do it. I said, "No, I can't do it." If I could, I would. But I have other financial obligations. If I could, I would, but I couldn't. And I told him that. And then a few hours later, he saw me at the gas station and he pretended not to see me. And then he pretended to avoid me. I looked at him a few times to say, "Hey, Joe," I'm going to just say Joe. "Hey, Joe, so did you get your check? Did you get another night? Did it work out? You okay? Everything okay? How's it going?" But he acted really ugly in while I'm in the gas station. He was there and he just doing all this dilly dally trying to avoid me. So I eventually allowed him to avoid me because I could care less really. I did I did an act of kindness and that's just it. And I had asked him and his buddy to just pass it on. Just, it's no big deal. Pass it on. You know, it's just amazing how you can, who does that? You talking about paying 2 nights for say, you ain't talking about $50 or $100 right there. It's a couple $100. And I don't know these men. I don't know if they're crackheads. I don't know. I don't need to know nothing about them. But um I felt the God in me say, "Do it," and just close your eyes and do it, and rest it upon the Holy Ghost. Let's put it that way. Just rest it, do it, and rest it upon the Holy Ghost. And after it was done, I could feel the Spirit within me say, "I know God." We commune. It's like whatever wickedness that the devil had planned, just the little act of kindness that I did will cancel. Say, "Oh, hi, Jesus, come again. Lord of mercy." Yeah, so that's it, the end of this taping. I just came to share how it can discourage you, but don't let it discourage you. Don't let it bring you down. When you will sacrifice yourself. You will sacrifice your needs. You will even put your needs aside just to help somebody else, whether it's your friends or your family, whether it's a stranger out there. You can do a great big deed and help someone, and that same one will turn around and try to shit on you. That same one will turn around and spit in your face, and they will act as if you never did a damn thing. Don't let it discourage you, angels out there. Don't let it discourage you, angels out there. Know who you are and why you do the angelic things that you do. Why we do the angelic things that we do. We're not doing it for them or even for us. Hallelujah. Once again, this was Annalie QB. I came, I touched. Now I'm peace out till next time.